Hello, today I am going to show you how to make flat silicone prosthetics. I am using generic positive mold since my model is not available. Normally you can do this one on the actual actress and use a plastic wrap on the face. Make sure the nose hole is open. Then use a scotch tape all over in order to make the shape of the actress. Then I put the tracing with the Sharpie. I am making the line where my prosthetics would stop and also the direction. Once it's done, remove it from the actress face and trim it, and before you forget, press a number so you know where the piece goes. Once it's done, put the plastic tracing on the whiteboard and use a pencil to put the line, the outline. Also, don't forget the direction of the texture. Same thing, this one is a right cheek and above the eyebrows. And the neck piece, I put it upside down on purpose so when I make a mold, I don't waste the material. Also, I had an empty spot, so I wanted to make more blenders. Now, this one, I am showing how to heat up the NSP Chavant clay, 150 degrees. Then put the foil. Then I place the pieces of clay. The list of the material I used in this video, I place it in the description below, so if you want to purchase it, you can check the link. Now the warmed up soft clay is ready. I place it on the whiteboard. After I put it everywhere, I use a kidney metal plate to make it flat. I don't want the bumpy shape, so I'm using multiple materials. This is a rake tool. Make sure it's not bumpy and make it even thickness. Then I used a fine grit of rake tool. At this point, I'm making it taper on the edge. Then sanding paper to make it even smoother. Make sure that the edges are smooth going down on the board. Then I use a 99% alcohol. This will melt the clay a little bit so it blends on the board easily. Then I use a paper towel to wipe the extra clay off from the board. Then I use a fingertip to feel the edges are very smooth. Now I am using the sculpting tool to make the texture. I'm checking the Photoshop picture I made and I'm following the texture. the rough texture is done, I'm using the torch to melt the clay and take off all the sharp texture. Then use a duster upside down to create the cold air. This will make the clay harder again. Then I am using the cap brush to make the skin texture. Then use a baby powder over with the chip brush. This process will make the cap brush texture to be smoother, softer. This is the look. The next step will be molding the clay. First, I need a crystal clear, one layer. Then I put the clean clay into the pasta maker, so I have the even thickness. This is for the channel. I cut it into 45 degrees on both sides. I use this clean clay as a channel. It's about 1/8 of an inch from the edges of the sculpture. Make sure it doesn't go over the sculpture. I go all around. This area, it has a little bit of extra clay, so I'm trimming it off. Now I am using the crystal clear again, one layer. Then wooden stick and hot glue. I am making the wall for the silicone to stop. It's like a water dam. Make sure there's no leaking spot. Then I am using the silicone. It's Smoothsil 945. The ratio is 50-50. Mix it together. Again, this material, if you want specific one, you can click the link below and you can find it from the store. After mix it, I put it in an evacuator, and this process will make the micro bubbles to pop. If you don't have this machine, you can pour the silicone from high point. Then I'm using the chip brush to go the details of the texture. And also I'm using the air to go into the texture. After that, pour more silicone. Make sure there's no leaking spot, then leave it overnight. Now this is the second day. I take the wooden stick, and gently remove it. If you try to remove it quickly, sometimes silicone might break. Now the reverse shape of the texture and the sculpture is out, and cut the edge because it is warped. all the corners, all the edges. Then the top also. Then use the alcohol to wipe off all the sealers I used earlier. This is a clean mold. Then I'm using the hair dryer and Vaseline as a release. The reason why I'm using the hair dryer is to make the Vaseline thinner. Sorry for the wire in front of it. Then I'm using the urethane perfume. You can also use epoxy perfume, one layer. And while we are waiting for the perfume to dry, I'm mixing the acetone and the Baldiez. This is an acetone based Baldiez, not the super Baldiez. The ratio is 5:1. Mix it thoroughly, then pour into the airbrush. If you don't have the airbrush gun, you can brush it on directly onto the mold, but I would like to use the airbrush to have an even thickness. I do 2 layers of this one. Each layer needs to dry. This is the second layer. I'm spinning the mold after each layer so that I get all the details well. Then the third layer, I'm just going over the edges only. After this, I use a pin to check the thickness of the Baldiez skin. Then I am using Smoothsil Gel 10 A and D. I'm making 150% softness. Part A 100 grams, Part D 300 grams, and Revlon Colorstay skin color, then Silk Pig white and Revlon. Mix everything together. This is a flocking. You can make the softness softer if you like. Then after the base is made, I am making the small portion. A and B 100 grams and side B will be 25 grams. Mix it together and put this one in the evacuator and debubblize. If you see it close, the bubble is going up and going down. I leave it for 1 minute. Then pour the silicone on the mold and use a scraper. You want to go this process slowly. Then use the Q-tip. Wipe off the extra silicone off from the edge. Then after 2 hours, when it's set, I spray 3 layers of Baldiez again. Then after Baldiez dried, put the powder, RCMA no color powder. Then use the brush to remove slowly. Make sure to have powder in between, otherwise the skin will stick together. Slowly remove it. That's it for making silicone prosthetics. If you want to see how to apply this, you can check the lesson 3.1 makeup application video. Thank you so much.